Welcome back to part number 25 of my Imperator Rome with the Invictus mod playthrough as Carthage. Having a lot of fun with Invictus, as you may have heard previously. I have a couple of issues with it that I will rant about every now and again. Slave revolts being the number one, and then I chose the larger revolt. It's more of a problem in the early game. I probably won't choose it the next time, although who knows, really. We're about to declare war on Parthia, who's cut the Seleucid Empire in half. We just finished a war with Armenia that we did, were triggered because he wouldn't give us any access to Parthia. I didn't want to orchestrate a war with Parthia from the top. He would inevitably get access from Armenia and the Seleucids and start ravaging these territories. I didn't want to deal with it. So I have two proper fronts, essentially the entire lot of Parthia. And we have acquired 50 aggressive expansion from Armenia, but there's not a lot of Armenia left. We have just acquired integrated Rome, and we're able to enact the decision to study the Roman ways of war, and presently have taken the top tier 10%. I plan to go down here for innovations next. Was on the hunt for more innovations. I did a medium-sized dive into these expanded traditions. I found the Britannic traditions were nice, stand out, I should say. They're all pretty nice. This one struck me as reasonably potent. And then Iranian is very nice. Persian, Bactrian was reasonable. And then I think the Scythian wasn't really all that bad or pretty good, actually. Yep, I think the Iranian, Scythian, then perhaps Bactrian, Persian, but Britannic has. Anyway, those are the big five that I'm interested in continuing to integrate cultures. I won't integrate more than one of them, and I think it's going to be Parthian, because what Assyrians are left, I don't really know. We have, I think, 200 Assyrians or thereabouts that we acquired from the Armenians. Here, 214 Assyrians. And when I try to check who's left or how many Assyrians are left, because we're going to need 300 if we want to study the ways of war, I can't really get a visual. It means there's not very many in the Seleucid Empire, and there don't seem to be many here either, as they're not showing on this top list here. I note that I do have a singular Parthian that I acquired. Where exactly, I don't know, but there are quite a few Parthians in Parthia, so I was thinking of raising their rights. While there's only one guy around, it should happen very quickly. So we'll do that. What is our present? This is we're happy enough, generally speaking, and I have that wonder going up that I just started here. The honored leaders, so should add 6% to our culture happiness. I usually don't integrate more than one culture, if that, but this mod that I use gives essentially double the mill experience, and I don't like to call up the levies and disband, call up, disband with the experience modifier that you can torque out and essentially take all of the traditions. So I find this is a happy medium where I don't have to always be clicking the button and worrying about it, and I can also make use of the integration mechanic. Well, I can make use of the traditions, but I can participate in the integration mechanic, I should say. We are about ready to declare on Carthage. This front is certainly in order. This one is getting there. I stepped away from the game for a minute, came back, turned it on. I realized I hadn't diddled any of these cities here in Iberia. There are quite a few of them. So I found that there were quite a few pops, Punic pops about various cities. Some of them had a lot and some of them had a little. Maybe the AI was running cultural assimilation in some of the areas. But any given dot here is probably going to be a Punic city, mostly. There are quite a few pops in a lot of them. There are quite a few pops about in general, really. Demolished a lot of buildings that I wasn't interested in having to raise some money to move the pops about. That's about the size of it. We have a fair AE. We're burning it down really fast because our Diplo rep. Our stability is dropping. We just integrated, of course, the Parthians, which shouldn't last particularly long. I'm going to be back to you when these armies are in position. Our Roman is online. It's up to a 0.06 provincial loyalty, which is really nice. At a change in government, we'll take a 20 PI and no tyranny, essentially, because we're already at 100. Our construction leader is demanding a job. All right. We'll dismiss the quack from this position here. And let's see here. 10% bonus. Well, we'll plop her down. Guy has fair stats, isn't it? 10, 10, 10, 9. So we'll plop him down as a governor somewhere. We'll plop him down right here, where his former family member was. Let's see how much he gives up. I'm pretty sure Shul can begin integration as of 599. It'll go through. Everything is in order. We are good to go here. Let's see, everybody is in place up here. Our war goal, I believe, what's it gonna be? Durs. There it is right there in Durs. Susiana, whoever that is, we'll figure it out. Our Parthian integration is about halfway done. I have no idea where that guy is. He must be about here, somewhere up here. Underneath the threshold. There. Well, he's got to be around here. Alright, let's force march all of these armies in. Here's the only battle of note I'm really interested in. Let's see what happens. Green flag. Now they're a more, it would seem, yeah. Oh! It's a defeat. Let's see, we can put it to this guy as well. We've occupied a territory. Let's move it out. We've occupied another. There's nobody here. We're happy. They're falling. Let's move it out. 57% here. There's a follow-up. We're not moraled up nearly. Well, he's in the hills. We're taking a bath. We're going to take him anyway. Where are we going to go? We're victorious. We have a martial advance. Let's swing forward to this fort. I'm having the taxes take here. We'll have the Merc reorganize right here. And these two armies, I think they're headed here, actually. We'll figure that out. After this occupies, maybe we'll have this guy go and attack them again. It looks like we have a Great Wonder that's actionable. We have our glorious diplomatic and conquering. We'll get war score cost and aggressive. Let's do all three. So our Diplo traditions will go from 1563 to 28.5. Our diplomatic doctrines from 6915 to 101525. That's what I want to hear. Conquering traditions from 1575 to 2010. Let's do all of the above. Still no one down here. I have these two siege armies. One's headed here. We'll take this fort out. Oh, look at that. What is that? Nice wonder. So if these two siege taxes head down here, this Merc should head off in this direction. Advancing unopposed in this direction. We've arrived here. I'm going to assault this fort down. Let's move it out here. fell. And boy, did that, well, we'll stagger over here. These guys are not reorganizing here. They're going somewhere else. As will we. Starting off at 28%. We'll pay. Still nobody home up here. Arsonis has integrated. These are going to be Punic Canaanite characters, so we'll take all of them. We did some serious trading with Arsonis, like 30 trade routes just got canceled for this tiny little area. One of which was in Latium. And I'm pretty sure that he's going to need some grain from somewhere. Shlu, we'll have him. And then Carthago, let's see here. I'm pretty sure we're going to need more grain there as well. I'm sure of it, in fact. And we're 99.55 negative on the grain. We need to pick that up. Arsonis left us with a small city. We'll build a theater there. There's some Canaanites about. Any Punics? Nope. Is that Canaanite? It is. He had a few barracks. We'll get rid of those. Do I want Pops assimilating in the countryside? Not really. I'd rather have the money. They're going to assimilate in that city there. And I don't want to be constantly thinking about moving them in to the city because they've assimilated in the countryside. Looks like he built a city in Arsonis but never filled it out. Let's see if there are any Punics up there as yet. They're not. I'll fill it with Canaanites though, various Carpian, just so long as there's not too many of any given variety. Whoops. That should be a fair mix, and they will should assimilate with that temple or theater very quickly. Oh, brother. Who is this now he's at war with? Carmesia. Holy moly, he's taking this territory here. Luckily, we can cross that without incident, really. So we'll need to take this ASAP. ASAP means force march. I'm going to rush down here and have you head right here. I'm not going to run out here, just not going to do it. We're going to head down south about as far as we can get, really. Take towards this capital. So this, we're not going out there. We're going to get the war score down here, and hopefully we'll get to his capital before the Carmesians do. 3,100 gold from Hannibal. Siege is falling here. Where are these guys going? We don't know. We'll go out here. I'm going to run this siege army out here. We found the Parthian fleet. Oh, looks as though we found, stumbled on an army. Let's go right here. We'll have you head down there as well. Whoever that guy is, he's fearsome. Let's see if he can take 2 armies in a row. It's over for him. It's not really over for him? It is, though. It's over for him. There's no way to get down here. Seleucids won't give us access. There's a Susianan army here. We're going to see about that. Looks as though we marched right by this unit, but we'll turn around and get him. I'm going to have this merc go and reorganize and watch the war goal, or watch over the war goal. We won this battle. Going to head on down here. Looks like they beat back the Carmesians. If I hadn't declared war on the Armenians, I'd be mad about right now. The timing would have been different, but I'm not entirely convinced the outcome would have been. We've been cut off from the southern aspect of Parthia. So we would have then had to either somehow convince Carmesia that they want to give this up or let the Parthians occupy it, because we would have been stopped from annexing. We'd had to proceed all the way around here, then we would only be able to take the southern portion of Parthia, which is not what we want. We want the northern portion. We want the southern. We would only be able to take the northern with this block here. Oh, it's over for him. Let's head back this way. It's looking grim for the first Sparta Legion of Persis. We found another army. We're going to have both of these headed down there. We should win. We found another army stumbled up here. I think this is the one we defeated earlier. Let's see if we can do it again. Oh. We're attacking into the hills, and this thing is telling me, don't do it. Don't. What's your story? Well, yeah. Let's not do it. There's no reason to get that guy in the hills. We'll carry on. We'll occupy his land. He wants to shamble off somewhere. I say more power to him. Now I see the plan. He's gone. He's brought in reinforcements. And there are 16,000 these guys now. Let's see what goes on here. We need to get some proper armies here involved in this fight. And I think that would be perhaps you will go here and you will go here. And then this army can participate as well. And let's see. This guy will head out and engage this fort. What's going on up here? Nothing. We need to reorganize. And it's over for this fellow here as well. Hopefully this guy will stagger back there and we'll stack wipe him. Alright, so let's get more reinforcements up here. Victorious, but not a stack wipe. Our occupation has gone through. The morale is high. We can head to Baka. We have the terrain. What is the terrain? Plains. There they are. I expect a victory. Oh dear, what is this? Farmland. This guy's a merc here. I bet when do we arrive? December 24. I wonder if we can buy this guy off. We'll try. We've done it. Redeploy that merc up here. We're going to assault that fort. This army here as well. Let's see how this battle goes. We need to reinforce immediately. We've done it. It's a victory. I have this fleet waiting. We're pretty levy heavy. So we could call up levies to reinforce if we needed to in Italia, Numidia, Magna Graecia. I'd imagine the Macedonians and Egyptians are looking on with some interest. Looks as though he's pieced out. Here we'll stop our advance. We'll go here. Looks like he's annexed the Carmatians, or whom not. A glorious victory. I'm going to send our siege army over here. Redeploy to these territories. Uh-oh. Three shattered armies heading back here. We need to reinforce them. Here we go. I'm still not going up here. I'm just not going to do it. I could, though. I may need the war score. I'm not sure. Could send this merc out. Then the war goal would be completely unguarded. I'll do it anyway. We have a singular claim against the Seleucid quote-unquote empire. There's really not a whole lot of it about any longer. So we'll probably look to take this territory here and here directly after this war, leaving these mercs essentially hopelessly distant from the conflict. So these three probably are not going to be. I'll just let them go. But then these others will head down south. It's a shame, really, because after the Seleucids, I'm hoping to be able to lever up against the Ptolemies, and they're quite a large outfit. So I'll not go up there. I'm not going to go up. I'm going to go down here and carry on. Bring these mercs against the Ptolemies. I want nearly as many as I can get. Which means that this will just sit here and mull about and guard the war. I suppose I could try to get this army down far enough to where he could participate or salvage. But then I'd have nobody up. Well, I can do it. This is a large army. And why not? Why not bring him down this way? And we'll have this smaller army take this territory here and just sort of mull about up in this area. Oh dear. Stack wipe somebody down here. We downed this siege. Let's force march up here. We'll force march this merc out here. Why not go to the capital? I don't know. Another siege down. We'll go on drilling detail. This area is pretty much done. Well, why not go participate in the siege? It's looking grim for that shattered army. As I suspected. Who are you? Let's see. So much for my plans. He's after the war goal, you know it. What's his marshal? 1. How about you? It's a 5. What's his Miltech? 3. What's our morale and numbers? Not particularly good, really. Now you wonder whether this guy goes down or swings back to guard our objective here. I bet we can take him. We'll take him with this guy. We'll just roll up here. We have our wonder with, I believe, only 15% reinforcement speed, but it's good enough. We have a couple of different regions here as well. We can call up levies. I want this one for the Seleucids and Egypt as well. I'm going to send them down. Oh! Come to the conclusion these guys are a little bit off. Just a wee bit. We're going to go over here. Another one just showed up here. They've I think they've gone completely crazed. Not just mad, really. Let's see. Oh, they're not though. They were just a little bit mad. Now, I think this is in order here. Let's head out here and assault this fort. I'm not going down to deal with this fort just to get adjacent to a Seleucid vassal or satrapy. We're going to get adjacent to Bactria here. We're not going down here. So let's turn these guys around and head down towards greener pastures, as it were. Another shattered army. I'm heading this army down towards the prime territory of the Seleucid Empire, at least what's left of it. This guy's intent on occupying that area. I say we turn around and go and get him. We can put it to him. We drop this fort. Let's head. Well, there's a lot of Seleucid Empire here, isn't there? There is, yeah. Parthian culture is now integrated. We have 9 guys now. I don't know where these 9 came from. We just had 1 before. I do. Yeah, we took them in the war. We defeated that levy here. We marched right through him. I didn't even know. Oh, crap. Well, we marched through him. He deoccupied the war goal. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. It's over for him. We've reoccupied Grand. Can we make it here? It's possible. These guys are making their way back over towards this area. Glorious victory onto the war goal. We can pick up another merc. I'm going to do it. Let's have him. Drat. We have a civics advance, gives us 2, I believe, in the bank. We're going to take a stability rather than a pittance in gold. Let's see, we've done this. Done it. I think that should be pretty much close to the end of the war. There's a 99, that occupied. We're good to go. I'm going to figure out a peace deal, mostly trying to get our way up in here next to the Seleucids. If I can, I'm going to try to get next to Bactria and this aspect of the Seleucid as well through here. I'm not holding my breath on that. That's a fair clip of territory there for only 34 war score. Let's carry on. What's that? We can't take that because... Because why? We occupy it though. Oh, I don't know why. Okay. That's strange. Couldn't say why. I think Carthage... There's a Seleucid. Well, not going to worry. Well, there's 100. It's not the prettiest thing, but it is certainly in step with the border war that is the Invictus iteration of this area here, that's for sure. We can come up through here, access the Seleucid down that slot. We can't... We have a passage here or here. We can come up here, squeeze through that passage, end up against Bactria and adjacent to the Seleucid here as well. These mercs are going to exile, but so what? That should work. Let's I think that's going to do it for the episode. I'm going to position these troops appropriately for an attack on the Seleucid Empire. And I'll see you in the next episode.